Hi, friends. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie. I see Karen and Roz. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are on already. How are you? How is your weather? We are still warm, high 90s, 97 right now. Nice and toasty, but we're in the house. We're making cards. We're busy. How are you girls? What do you have planned for this weekend? We are, I'm having a card class tomorrow. Yeah, I have my regular local card class. I see that I'm live. I'm checking. So that's good. Let me just confirm. Okay. Hilda, good to see you. And Shelly. Tina from Granite Falls, 84 today. Okay. Yes. Roz, thank you for asking. Ellie had a blood test this week and her blood was almost back to normal levels. And she got to drop off quite a few of her medications. She was on 9 and she's down to 3. So, and she's doing all right. So we're all really happy. She's happy. She's more spunky. We're all very happy. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. So I know the ladies who come to the card class here in my craft room tomorrow are gonna. Hi, Ruth. I know they're gonna really like hearing that Ellie is better, because a couple of them are like her good friends. She's got a couple that are her really good friends. They love her and she goes nuts when she sees them. So I think tomorrow's going to be a good day because people have been worried about her. Minda, I see you. Yes, hooray, Mom and Dad. We're all so happy that she's better. You know, it's a syndrome that is a lifetime thing. It's called PLE. I think I might have mentioned that before. Protein something enteropathy, where hi Vicky, where their NGN, where their blood doesn't process proteins as it should. So it's kind of an up and down thing that I've read, where you have to, you know, the medications might work for a period of time and so forth. So we're just happy that she's doing well. We're really happy. Aren't you happy? Yes, she's a happy girl. Okay, so happy Friday, Minda. So I'm preparing for class tomorrow. I've got all the little plastic baskets out back there with the cards they're going to make, and they're going to make 6 cards total, 2 each of 3 designs, but one of them is the one we're going to do today. So I'm excited about that. She's gonna like take a nap. Yes, thank you so much, Lori. We're all very happy. So a lot of stuff new at Stampin' Up. Have you guys been making cards with the new products? I don't know if you saw. I'm gonna put her down. I don't know if you saw, but I posted on Facebook. I had a delivery today of my order that I ordered right after everything went live. I got 3 huge boxes, and so I posted a picture of them on the porch outside. I could get them in the door, but my husband had to take care of them after that. Renee, good to see you. So I have all the stuff for the gingerbread class, for the product shares. So I wanted to know if you guys have gotten any new products, or if you've been using new products. You're making cards with. Is anybody started their Christmas cards like officially? I'm starting mine by doing them with you, and then I do more later. I'm drinking some limeade today from Trader Joe's. They have such great stuff. Oh, Tina saw the picture. Thank you, GM. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I mean, it's so much fun to have those big boxes, isn't it? Carol, good to see you. So let's talk about what's going on, what's new. I've made a couple other cards just to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you down. Oops. Okay. And I want to show you a couple things in the catalog now that we can open it. We're so happy about that. I was thinking they wrapped a package in this designer series paper. Tina started her cards in your classes. Good for you. Renee started yours in January. Good girl. Roz has new stuff. Hubby sees it, but he doesn't realize it's new. Okay, shh, we won't tell. Okay, Carol has no idea what she's making. So Carol, keep an eye out all over. But I'm trying to show you all the new stuff so you have good ideas. Susan from Colorado, not making cards, but some fun tags. Okay, good for you. Tags are fun, and I start making tags a little more in December. Lori completed 40 Christmas cards at the end of August. Wow, girl. Good for you. Good for all of you that are doing that. Okay, so I did notice they wrapped a gift with a beautiful piece of designer series paper here on the front of the catalog. So I was debating, would I use a whole piece of DSP to wrap a gift? I don't know, but it sure is gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, what I wanted to show you today is I think I mentioned this the other day when we were glancing through the catalog, but this beautiful new stamp set called A Child is Born. It's a nativity stamp set, and I couldn't wait to use it, so I went ahead and made this cute little square card, and I really liked it. I used watercolor pencils to color in the nativity. Hi, Lori Taylor, good to see you. And I'm prepping for the class because this is the next class we're going to do, a Faith Creations class using this, and I hope to introduce it next Wednesday. So I don't know if we'll make this particular one, but I wanted to start using the products, and get used to them. Roz, you've got your autumn cards mostly done. Need to work on Christmas and Hanukkah. Yes. Ooh, Dr. Robin is making a lot of Hanukkah cards, and she's even having a class at her temple for Hanukkah cards, and I'm going to go and help her. She has made some gorgeous Hanukkah cards with some of the Stampin' Up stamp sets. So I'm excited. Maybe I'll show you some of them after I go. Maybe I'll get to make one too. Okay. So anyway, this is the A Child is Born set, and be looking for this as a Faith Creations class, hopefully starting next week. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is the stamp set we're going to use today. We've used already once before the catalog went live, but I just wanted to... Oh, good. Ruth, you've made already 2 sets using that set. Okay, good. There's Robin. Hello, Robin. Yay. Okay, good. So this is the set we're going to use today. We're only going to use one of the sentiments. We're just going to use Noel, but I wanted to show you where it is in the catalog today. And then what we are going to use today, sorry. A light, she showed one the other day. Okay. We're going to use the paper from the Modern Christmas. It's called the Modern Christmas Suite Collection, and I'm opening it this way because this is the printout from the online exclusives, and it's an online exclusive paper. But in my goal to show you everything we have and try to get through all of it, or as much as I have to show you all the different products, we're going to use this paper today, and we're not going to use this, but I wanted to show it to you. It's part of the suite, but you can get it individually. Black and white and gold baker's twine. You guys, this is really, really pretty. And it comes with these 2 to a pack for $8.50. Again, an online exclusive, but this is what I used on that nativity card just a minute ago. It's so beautiful with the gold woven in, and this is the black with the gold. Just gorgeous. Okay, so that's what we're going to use today. Then I wanted to remind you about the kits that are new for this month. The Road to Christmas kit, super cute. And there's the number if you're interested, only $14, and it makes 8 cards. And then this one, the Handmade and Heartfelt kit, which I need to order. It's going to be used on World Card Making Day on the Stampin' Up! Event, which you can register for. You can just sign up. It's free, but if you sign up, I read today you might get a little gift from them. But I read that from a person, not from Stampin' Up!, so I'm not 100% sure. But they're going to use this kit on World Card Making Day. And so if you want to register for it, it's like an hour-long thing on World Card Making Day. And they'll use this. And if you register, then you'll get the link to the video and all that kind of stuff. And it really looks cute. Okay, and then the last thing is the Peace on Earth tutorial bundle by the Papercraft Collective that I'm a part of the designers. And we all made cards using the Peace on Earth bundle, and I wanted to show you mine. You're going to get a video on how to make each of the 7 cards, and here's the one I made for it using this beautiful bundle. Actually, the whole suite. It's called Peaceful Garden, and it's so gorgeous. Isn't that just beautiful? I mean, everything in this suite is so pretty. So that's just a little taste. So you can buy this in my tutorial shop on my blog for $20 if you want to, or if you place a $50 order with me this month, the month of September, I will send this to you free, $50 or more. In fact, I even have 1 or 2 people already that I need to send them to. I saw that a short time ago. Okay, so that's all the news. Are you ready to see what card we're going to make today? We are going to make a modern card because it's called Modern Christmas. That's the name of the suite, but I had to put, hi Tracy, I had to put some ribbon on it and make it more foo-foo. So it's less modern. I think it's what you might normally call clean and simple. It's pretty clean and simple except for the ribbon. I didn't put any gems because the paper itself is so spectacular. And I wanted to actually show you the paper, kind of go through it with you. This is where I got the ornament, and we're just going to cut one out here today. But here are the papers. Now, I've used almost all of these because I have cut them and we're ready for class tomorrow. And these are the backs. The backs of each one are black and white, and the front is gold and black and white. So there are these papers. This one we're going to cut the ornaments from, and there's the back of that. So very versatile, super versatile. Then I love this one, and this is the back of that. I just think I'm not totally a modern girl, but I love the look of these. I like that. And that's kind of, what did they call this? Kind of with clowns? Kind of clowns. New Orleans Saints colors. Oh, Tracy, yes, they are. Wow. Football. I love that football is back. I do. Fa la la. And then I'm just not 100% sure what this is. I think they're leaves with berries, but it's just nothing familiar that strikes me as far as what really is that, you know? Maybe some of you know, but it's pretty anyway. Okay, so that is the beautiful paper. I wanted you to see where it came from. And I think to start, we'll go ahead and choose an ornament from this paper. And the dies may cut this out. Yes, they are. It is beautiful paper, Susan. I didn't get the bundle. I haven't gotten it yet. Not to say that I won't get it, but these are just super easy to fussy cut. And so I thought, I'm looking for my sample card here. Oh, here's my sample. Okay, so for the sample card, I use that. I kind of like the idea of the drop, kind of the teardrop look. So I think I'm going to use this particular ornament. But you can do all kinds of things. You know, you could cut out quite a few and use them because it's really easy to fussy cut. And remember, when you're fussy cutting, make sure to leave a border around of maybe a 1/16 of an inch. That makes it look like it was actually cut with a die. If you cut right on the line, it doesn't, I don't think it looks quite as professional. But so I try to leave a little border, but you know, you can't be just perfect. So we'll just cut this out. We'll get started by just cutting this out, and then we'll have it ready for us when we're ready. And go ahead and get some it looks like a mistletoe. Oh, okay. Okay, mistletoe. Good. Carol. Yes. You guys, I knew you guys would tell me. You're so really. I love having you here because you help me with this. So get a paper and pencil or pen if you want to write down the dimensions, because I don't make tutorials except if you take one of my classes. But I tell you everything while you're here. So the card base is basic white, cut at 6 3/4 by 5 1/2, and scored here at 4 1/4 from the right edge. Well, or you could put it this way. Anyway, the large area is 4 1/4. Hi, Linda, watching from beautiful Pennsylvania. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so there's our little card. This is an easy kind of, I don't know if it has a name. I never do know these, but I just would call it a little flip fold. But it's just something different, you know? It's just not a normal regular card. So to start, you want to have 2 pieces of the designer series paper, and these are the ones I've chosen. And we're going to glue one here on the bottom and one on the top. I thought if I had the ornament coming from the stars, that would look more like a sky. And each of these are exactly the same measurement. They're 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So again, this is really a simple little card to make. You can substitute any paper, any stamp sets and elements that you want to. It's just an easy little fun fold. And you don't really need to put an extra piece of white on the inside to write on, because we're using a basic white card base. So that makes it easy, especially if you're going to make a bunch of them. So we're just, nope, I'm not going to glue this on. I'm going to put my ribbon around first. Good thing I remembered that. I'm going to burnish that a little more. So let's put our ribbon around this piece. Now, you could also use the beautiful baker's twine. Definitely you could use the beautiful baker's twine. But I don't know, you know, I'm just a ribbon girl. What can I say? So I just want to use some of this beautiful ribbon. This is not part of the suite. I'm trying to remember what suite it is part of. I don't know. But it's gold striped mesh band ribbon. Gold striped mesh band ribbon. And I just think it looks so beautiful with this paper. And let me pull it up and show you. It's kind of very translucent looking with the gold mesh. The white, maybe it's a clear mesh and white band and gold bands. I don't know. But it's very beautiful. And you know me, I always like to cut plenty more ribbon than I need to make sure that I have enough to make a pretty bow with long tails. But you know what? I was thinking about it. You could definitely put just a piece of ribbon across and attach it to the back, adhere it to the back with just a strip of ribbon. That would be fine. Or you could also just do this and tie a knot. It'd be really pretty with a little square knot. But I do want to make a bow. That's all I can say. I love my bows. They are a bit of a problem when you're going to mail it. So if you're going to mail a bunch of these, I would do a knot. I really would do a knot. But this is easy to tie. It's easy to work with, this ribbon. But it's not brand new. We've had it before. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was an online exclusive before. You like this fun fold, Linda? Yeah, it's easy and quick. But it's fun to give to someone because it's different. It's not the same-o, same-o. Okay, so there's our little bow. Now we can adhere this piece to the front of the top front of the card. I'm just using my liquid glue, and I like to make a little layer, a little strip of the glue close to the ribbon so that we know it's going to be, the card is going to hold down right all around the ribbon. And we'll just put this on. And my goal is to line up the edges kind of with the edges on the left and the right of the previous piece we laid down, this one. So let's see how that looks. Now when you do use gold foil, I think I mentioned this the other day, we used some gold foil, you will see some of the glue in here until it dries. Okay, so like I can see that strip. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bump there. I must have had a little glob of glue. But once it dries, you're fine. You just see that at the beginning. Okay, now we're ready to make our little ornament. So I've got some gold foil and some basic black cardstock, and we're going to use punches. We don't use punches as much as we used to. Many times we just use dies. But today we're going to use the 1 3/4 inch punch on some basic black cardstock. And just punch that circle. And then we're going to use the 2 3/8 punch on some gold foil, just to go right along with the theme of the designer series paper. And the one thing, sometimes when you're punching, you can get these little, see those little bumps? So you can just turn it over and flatten. They're not bumps, it's just where the punch caught the paper. And you can try to flatten that. See, that flattened pretty nicely. And we can just go ahead and I forgot to get out my dimensionals. There they are. Okay, so we can just go right ahead and put a dimensional on the back of the black and adhere that, get that all ready. And we've got our ornament. So we can just put our ornament right there with another dimensional. See how easy this card is? I'm telling you, it's really quick and easy. I'm going to have it drop down a little bit. It's going to drop down just a little past the black there. And then we can go ahead and put this on our card. Now, when I did the other one, the one thing that kind of bothered me is that the hook for the ornament ribbon is from Celebratory Sips. Oh, okay, thank you, Robin. That's right. It doesn't feel like it goes with that, does it? It feels like it goes with Christmas. Anyway, I think that loop, that little ornament holder, it feels to me like it should be near the ribbon. So I want to try that with this card. And let me see, I want to see how it looks to tuck the ornament up under there. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like it better kind of tucked up like that, or do you like it better hanging down like this? Can you tell the difference? I don't know. This looks more normal, like how it should be. But this, I like the fact that it hangs down further. You know what we could do, now that I'm kind of pondering a bit? We could act like we're hanging it from there, right? Couldn't we do that? We could act like we're kind of hanging it and tie a little knot. Let's see if we can make something. You like it further down? I'm just going to try a little something here. Let's just tie a little knot here. We'll just see. You don't mind if I try something while we're together, do you? We'll just see how we can do this. Okay, so we'll tie a little knot there, and we'll pull this down. Let's see. Well, how are we going to do that? I'm pondering. I just want to slip that under there just like that. We want to get it, Let me get a little glue dot, and we'll see if we can, let's just see if we can invent something right while we're working together. Let's just get a little glue dot right here. Okay. And we'll put the glue dot down. Well, actually, we could put a few glue dots down there. There's plenty of space down there, isn't there? Let me get another one. We'll see how this looks. Okay, we'll put a couple of them down there. And let's see if we can just get this little hanging thing to go down in there. I don't know, this may not look good, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm pressing down, I'm trying to press the baker's twine in there. I don't know, it kind of does work. It kind of works. Let's trim off these little guys. I think if I did it again, I might do a bow there. And then I'm just going to glue the whole circle right in here. Just like that. Huh. What do you think? You do like the hanging effect? Okay. I think if I maybe did it again, I might, let's see, maybe we could turn it just a little bit. Okay, that might look better. And let's trim these guys. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. This ribbon is kind of going off a little toward Jones's. Now let's do a sentiment. Let's ponder that. We'll leave it that way and we'll do a sentiment while we ponder. Okay, so this is where I'm going to use the sentiment from Joyful Tidings. And I thought tomorrow for the card class, they could either put, the little sentiments that would fit would be Noel, peace, hope, and joy, or believe. All three of those would fit right on the side of the ornament. So I'm going to let them choose what they want. Oh, thanks. You guys like it. Okay. So let's go ahead and just stamp Noel. And then I have a plan with this. Okay. I am going to bring up my mini cut and emboss machine. And we are going to do just a tiny bit of die cutting using one of the Stylish Shapes dies. You guys know these are my favorites. They're super versatile. They have all kinds of sizes and shapes. So I'm just going to put that right around the word Noel, just like that. And it's just going to give it a little bit of character. Hey Shirley, good to see you. Okay, so here's our little Noel. And let's see where we're going to tuck that little guy in. Maybe I might shorten these ends here, just so we can see the sentiment a little bit better. And then let's just tuck Noel in right there. How about that? And we'll just adhere it with the dot of glue. A little bit of glue, because we're adhering right on cardstock. That's the black cardstock. Okay, just like that. And there we go. Quick and easy. Isn't this paper gorgeous? It really is. Some of that little thread's peeking out there. Okay. So I think, like I said, I might do, if I do it again, I'll do maybe a bow there with the twine. But those are the two different looks for that card. And then for the envelope, I'm going to just go ahead, and as long as we're doing it, let's just stamp the word Noel on the left bottom of the envelope. As long as I've got my stamp out here. Let's just do that. Make sure we're right side up. And there's Noel. So we've got our card and envelope ready. And aside from our kind of pondering about things, it was pretty easy to make, wasn't it? Pretty quick and easy. And we just fussy cut that one little ornament. Okay, quick card today. Thanks, you guys. And the prize next week will be this card. So if you put the word prize, you'll be entered in the random drawing for the card. Karen, good to see you. And this paper is stunning. It is just beautiful, beautiful paper. And I do love these twines, these baker's twines. I really do. They're gorgeous. So let me put you up and we'll give away a prize from last week. Okay, we're just on a Christmas card roll. But again, I want you to see a lot of the stuff so that you know what you want to order in order to make your own Christmas cards. You love the card, Carol. Thank you. Okay, so last Friday, we made this card. Let me see. Yeah, I'll put it over here so you can see it a little better. And if you remember, it has the belly band that slips off, and then the card opens like this. Okay, so this is the prize for this week. And now I'm gonna, once you take it out, then you have to get it back in, right? We'll get it in there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Just need to get it going. And there it is. I love this. This is the traditions of Christmas. Yeah, that's a fun fold. So the winner of this card from last week is Marcia Kulibert, Kulibert. Marcia, thank you so much. Marcia. And I know you've been on here before. I've seen you on here before, but I checked it. I don't think I have your address. So if you wouldn't mind, quickly just drop me your address. You can use Facebook Messenger or email me at Peggy@prettypapercards.com with your address, and I'll get this out to you. You did black and gold a few years ago, pastel last year, sorry. So I'm doing traditional this year. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, so all right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Make cards, plan your Christmas cards, and I will see you back next Wednesday, and I should have a new Faith Creations class using that nativity set, and I'm excited about that. So have a great weekend. Thank you all so much.